We live in a culture that never stops broadcasting wealth. From billionaire rankings to live-streamed stock tickers, our public lives are saturated with the pursuit of the next dollar. But when the focus shifts to our own wallets, the feed cuts to black. Researchers have found that we are statistically more comfortable confessing the most intimate details of our sex lives than we are revealing the balance of our savings accounts. This silence creates a vacuum where financial infidelity thrives. We see it in partners who secretly hoard credit card debt or hide major purchases, eroding the foundation of their relationships to keep the taboo intact. This visualization shows the weight of that secrecy. For over 60% of adults, money is now the primary source of daily, chronic stress, a burden that persists largely because we refuse to discuss it. This lack of transparency isn't a sign of good manners. It's a self-sabotaging psychological barrier that keeps us isolated in our anxiety. To break the cycle, we have to look at our hardware. The human brain does not process financial decisions through a cold mathematical lens. Engaging with money activates the same neural pathways responsible for processing profound fear, guilt, and anxiety. It's a biological survival response, not a logic puzzle. This is loss aversion in action. Our brains are hardwired to feel the sting of a financial loss much more intensely than the satisfaction of an equivalent gain, keeping us in a state of constant low-level hypervigilance. This fear-driven chemistry explains the silence. Avoidance is a defense mechanism. Our brains use the taboo as a shield to protect us from the vulnerability of looking at the numbers. The taboo survives because it works at a primal level. The silence functions as a defensive perimeter, shielding us from a situation our survival brain perceives as life-threatening. We aren't born with these fears. They are built over time, usually starting in the home. Psychologists point to financial flashpoints, traumatic or highly emotional events involving money that occur in childhood and leave a permanent imprint on our psyche. Some flashpoints are massive. Growing up during the Great Depression imprinted a logic of scarcity and mistrust onto an entire generation, dictating their financial behavior for the rest of their lives. Other flashpoints are personal. A child who watches their parents lose a home or fight over a stack of unpaid bills learns early on that money equals danger and conflict. By observing how parents handle these crises, children unconsciously write money scripts, internalized rules about how money works and what it means for their survival. Dr. Brad Klontz identifies these scripts as invisible walls defining our financial comfort zone. Money avoiders run a script that money is bad. Avoiding accounts only shrinks their world. Meanwhile, money vigilance scripts view transparency as weakness, creating a rigid boundary around their wealth. Our adult inability to have honest conversations is frequently just a childhood survival mechanism that we've never turned off. This cultural taboo isn't an unbreakable law. It is the result of millions of individuals silently running the same unexamined scripts. To address the root cause, the field of financial therapy uses mental health principles to help individuals identify and rewrite these self-sabotaging patterns. The process begins by bringing secrets into the light. By practicing transparent communication, especially with partners, we can start to unhook the numbers from the trauma. Naming these hidden triggers begins the work of neutralizing them. While it isn't an overnight fix, voicing a financial secret allows the prefrontal cortex to begin regulating the survival brain's fear response, slowly lifting the associated shame. A healthy balance sheet starts with an honest conversation. Lasting stability relies on our ability to identify the ghosts of childhood trauma, recognize the scripts we've been running, and find the courage to speak their names.